And that's what you're gonna have. Hello, everyone. I'm the fucking bear. And I'm just gonna look at the pretty face. I'm just gonna look. Developer, I apologize if this is like your girlfriend or your sister or something. And I'm sorry that some creepy fat American guy is oogling at her, but she's very pretty. And it's calming me. Okay? You made your game scary and then you put a pretty face in it. What did you expect? It's calming. Okay. Let's just continue on. Let's just go. I didn't want that to open. I wanted to go downstairs. Nothing bad's ever happened downstairs. Let's just go downstairs. See, nothing bad happens downstairs. It just loops. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. All good. All good in the hood. Oh, dear. Yeah, that one never opened. So, is it going to open eventually? I don't know what's going to happen when it opens, and I don't want to know. Is it that? One problem with the game is the sounds are kind of off. Like, it sounds like it's coming from right here. Although that could be my fault. I thought I had fixed it, but in the past my, Yeti, the headphone jack on it had a weird issue where it wouldn't, play sound properly. It would switch the sides. And that's actually why I never did finish playing the, Dread Out sequel, The Keepers of the Dark, or whatever it was called. Because, now it sounds like it's coming from right here. I don't know. Because there was situations where I had to know what side an enemy was coming from, and it would keep reversing it. A little bit of advice. I know this is not a big deal, and I'm just nitpicking, but that's just, I mean, that's how good this is. I'm enjoying this. So in situations like that, I tend to nitpick it just to find something to fucking criticize. Most people wouldn't notice this, but if a clock was spazzing out like that, the first digit wouldn't change like that. It would only change between 0 and 1, and if it's a military time clock, it would change. It would also maybe have a 2. But just a little touch, just a little bit of opinion. If you're going for authenticity, if you want to be authentic, you would only have the first digit change between. All right, I'm gonna shut up. Like, we put so much effort into this scare, and all he cares about is a fucking cock, you bastard. And I let you oogle at my girlfriend. Oh. Okay, my clock, or what did I say, clock? My flashlights went out. I don't think I'm supposed to be coming back in here right now because my flashlight didn't auto turn on. So let's just go downstairs. I would say have the that door lock at that point, because it could actually be kind of, if I hadn't thought to look for the light of that little plug, it's possible that I would have okay, might have gotten lost in there. Yeah, I'm kind of getting lost. I'm having trouble seeing at certain points. I hope it doesn't want me to go back into the bedroom because I cannot fucking see my way through that area. There's not a button to turn the flashlight on. That was just happening automatically, so I don't know. Maybe it does want me to go into the bedroom. Oh, now this... That wasn't... I think it glitched out. That wasn't lighting up. I'm sorry. I think I pulled a David. I'm usually so good at that. If you don't know my friend David, he has a very bad habit of walking backwards when he's scared. Oh, awesome. And then he'll miss a scare. Okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. How you doing? How you doing? That moved. Okay, I'm fine. I'm not scared. I'm not frightened. I'm just moseying along. Your tits are tit textures. Your textures are popping in and out. So might want to check that out, honey. I think you need to go for a mammogram. I think that's oh, this door finally opened. I think that's isn't that what they check for? I'm pretty sure that when they're checking for cancer, that's what they check for, that the textures of your breasts aren't flickering. Right? Right? I think so. Okay. 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 All right. Oh. There, you got a lovely ass, missus. And I'm just gonna leave because I'm scared now. I'm sweating. I'm actually fucking sweating. Fucking hell. No. Please. Of all the hallways that we could loop, could it not be this one? Oh, yes. Let me just sit down on the cushion. That will make me feel much better. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. You're all so lovely. No flickers. So everything's safe. Everything's just happy. I'm gonna try this. It's gonna not work one of these times. I'm gonna turn around. There's gonna be one standing on the stairs. And that's what's gonna happen. I knew something was gonna happen because it went. Bang your head. That'll help drive you mad. Bang your head. Okay, they're gone. It's all happy fun times now. We're safe. We're safe. No worries, no worries. Oh dear. No. Ugh. I don't like that from this. I don't like that the way you've programmed your lighting is that it gets darker as I get closer. That's not good. That's not happy. It's not fair. Oh, God. My balls are sweating. Oh, she's over there. Madam? Oh, boy. Oh, fuck a duck. Maybe I finally get to open that door down at the bottom that I kept trying. I feel as though you were not there. Okay. 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 It's all good. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not upset. I'm having a good time. I need my cushion for a minute. Just give me my cushion. I thought those were like giant fat roaches. Oh dear. Well. A very lovely tea set you got there, sir. Very, very, very lovely. I would read the name. Oh, hello. I would read the names of the books, but I can't read that language. Sorry. Sorry. Don't turn my flashlight off. Can you turn it back on, please? Oh, awesome. I'm happy to be back here. Oh, yeah. My only real criticism so far, the only real criticism I've been able to come up with, I mean, the whole thing with the clock and the numbers, I was just joking around. I mean, I do think you should change that just for, like, my OCD, but, my only real criticism is that sometimes the lighting is a little off, and, like, I get into an area, and it turns out that's where I was supposed to go, but there's not enough lighting in it, and I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do. And hopefully I get lucky and I can figure out where the door is by the symbol popping up. But Okay. We're good. We're good. I'm fine. Fine. Oh, dear. Do you want me to go back through there? No. I am glad. I would rather not go back to that place. If it's all the same to you. Oh, hello. Isabel! bathroom. Is there a fetus in the sink? No, just some toothpaste. Ah. I imagine that this is actually what a lot of PT would have been. I imagine that I can see Kojima doing that. He kept saying that the game that was like an isolated thing. It wouldn't be in the game. Blah blah blah. I can imagine him putting in sections where it goes into first person, or even better, have it still be in third person, but just have you stumble onto the hallway. Like you're in a building, you're going through some stuff, and then suddenly you just open a door and you're in that hallway. I could see him doing that. Okay, good. As long as we don't have to go to that place, I am fine. I am hunky dory as long as we don't have to go there. I gotta say, this might be the best PT clone I've ever fucking played. Ever. And I've played quite a few of them. So it's just a... Oh. Ah, fuck. Oh! Oh, this is lovely. Well, thump yourself, Mr. Lamp. I'm not controlling this anymore. The game is taken over. Kevin MacLeod, yeah, that's where I get all my music as well for my custom story. I've actually probably used a few of those. Oh my god. I gotta say, I don't, in these situations, I'm just gonna say this, I'm begging you guys not to stop making games, okay? There's been a few over the years, indie horror games, that I've thought, oh, I can't wait to see what comes from this, and then nothing ever happens. And then you find some blog post somewhere, oh, I decided to focus on things other than making games. I'm begging you not to stop making games. Whether it's, you know, a continuation of this, something full, you know, based on this, which I guess, you know, it can be fearful that if you release this for anything other than free, the Konami hammer might come down on you, but, you know, I really don't. I don't think they have repeating hallways copyrighted, or they would have fucking got me about it, but I mean, I'll put it like this. There's a lot of games that do PT that you're like, okay, that was kind of scary, but you feel like the only reason it was even remotely good was because it was riding the coattails of PT. This was not doing that. You could get rid of every single PT influence, the slow, methodical walking style, the repeating hallways. You could get rid of every single PT influence, and this would still be one of the most phenomenal fucking horror games I've ever played in my life. It was terrifying. The scares never got old. They never got repetitive. I never got sick of the scares. You rarely ever repeated any, which is so fucking rare these days. That, like the thing that started crawling on the ceiling and was at the end of the hall, I half expected that to just be a thing from then on, that I would just start seeing that it start popping up. I was so fearful that I would open a door and something would just pop in, pop out. Got you a jump scare. You never did that. The thing with the mannequins was fucking amazing. Everything about this was just, when people are, I don't know what's going on. I think what's happening is indie developers, we're having a second renaissance. Back when Amnesia happened, and then we had things like Slender the 8 Pages and stuff like that, there was this indie horror renaissance where all these little developers, because the tools were becoming more accessible. It wasn't that developers, indie developers before then, didn't have the drive or didn't want to make games. It's just, to get the tools, you had to shell out a lot of money. I believe that back in the day, to get access to an engine, even if you were going to release your game for free, you had to pay a lot of money, and that's just something a lot of teams couldn't do. And so making a game just wasn't an option outside of making some Doom wads. So the tools were becoming more accessible with Unity and whatnot. And I don't know what it is. It just seems like the last year or so, maybe the developers got sick of good games like PT being canceled, and shitty publishers shoving their fucking cocks up the ass of the developers, forcing them to add action sequences and make changes and do whatever they fucking wanted. I think the indie developers are getting sick of that. I think they're finally starting to say, you know what, these big fucking companies won't make anything good. There's barely ever, hell, look at one of the best, bigger budget horror releases recently, and that's Outlast 2, and that's still an independent developer. Some of the best, look at the original Amnesia. Some of the best, there's barely any good horror games that come out of big publishers these days, because big publishers don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I don't know, it's just, it makes me sad, but it makes me happy to know that stuff like this is going to exist. Unfortunately, I did have that issue where, what I imagine is on whatever language, this seems like it's French or Spanish or something. Although weirdly, the options seem like Spanish or whatever, but the text on the book seems Russian. I don't know. So I don't know where the developer's from. Wherever the hell you're from, congratulations on making one of the best fucking horror games I've ever fucking played. So, thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.